Good evening, and I want to welcome you all for coming this evening and helping me out with my project. I want to start out by saying that tonight we're going to be talking about something that is quickly becoming worse than drinking and driving, and that's texting and driving. It's a dangerous thing and a terrible habit that American drivers have developed these days. We all have done it at some point in time when we're driving down the road and our cell phone goes off, and the first thing we do is we reach down and we grab the cell phone and we pick it up, and it's either a phone call or a text, and you immediately either start talking on the phone or you start reading the text. Some of the statistics that are out there is, unimpaired driver, it takes about 54 seconds to brake, and then if you're like legally drunk, it takes about 4 feet for you to stop, for you to respond. Reading an email, add about 36 feet to that. Sending a text message is an amazingly 70 feet. 70 feet. It's something that is definitely that is quickly becoming more and more concerning than, especially in this day and age that we're in right now. I've got a video that I'm going to be showing that's going to talk to you just a little bit about the dangers of texting while driving, and we'll go ahead and we'll watch that now, so you'll get a little bit of an idea of the statistics and some other things as well.
Academic studies using a simulated driving experience have shown that texting impairs a driver's abilities. To find out how this translates to actual on-road conditions, Car and Driver compared the results of texting while driving to the effects of drunk driving on the same day and under exactly the same conditions. We measured the driver's reaction time to a light mounted on the windshield at eye level, meant to simulate a lead car's brake lights. The critical measurement was the time between activation of the red light and application of the brake pedal. The two test subjects were 22-year-old web intern Jordan Brown and 37-year-old editor-in-chief Eddie Alterman. First, we tested the driver's regular reaction time to establish a baseline. Next, we ran the same tests while the drivers read and returned text messages. After runs at 35 and 70 miles per hour, they took a cocktail break.
Get me some vodka, sir.
Vodka and orange juice got our two dedicated professionals to slightly over the legal blood alcohol limit of 0.08%. We then put them behind the wheel and ran the test without any texting distraction. Brown's reaction times degraded significantly while texting. At 70 miles per hour, a vehicle travels 103 feet every second, and Brown's worst reaction times while reading at that speed put him about 30 feet down the road versus 15 feet while drunk. Alterman fared much, much worse. While reading a text and driving at 35 miles per hour, his reaction time nearly tripled. Moreover, his two hands on the phone technique resulted in some serious lane drifting.
While you're texting and driving, time disappears. You're concentrating so hard on reading and texting that you completely ignore what's happening in front of you. It wasn't until I looked up consciously to see the simulated brake light that I reacted. You shouldn't be doing anything as complicated as texting from behind the wheel.
Alright, you just seen the video of the dangers of texting while driving, and as you can see, the one gentleman, it took 45 feet. Alright, after the brake lights came on, the simulated brake lights, 45 feet for him to stop. Alright, now that's actually, the brake lights were on a long time before that. It's just the fact that he was looking down at the cell phone, as you could see, alright, from the video, and then whenever he finally looked up and realized Oh my gosh, there's brake lights. What I'm getting ready to show you now is just another real quick video of a bus driver. This bus driver was driving the city in heavy traffic, got a text message, started reading it, was texting back. Next thing you know, well, you'll find out as you'll see. So we'll watch that video now, and then we'll go back into this real quick.
He pulls out his cell phone and starts texting, and not just for a few seconds. For 6 minutes leading up to the crash, Perez was looking down, and when he finally focuses on the road, it's way too late. Now he's alert, and he knows he's in trouble.
Okay, so as you can see, the bus driver definitely was very aware after the impact of the vehicles, and knew that basically he was in trouble and he had made a major mistake. So the thing that I'm definitely trying to get across today on the informational side of this public speaking is that, guys, it is very critical in today's age that we pay very much attention to what we do on the highway. Cell phones definitely can impair us way more obviously than drinking and driving. I'm definitely not promoting drinking and driving by no means. Let's definitely get that clear. But definitely not texting and driving as well. And yes, I can vouch that I'm very guilty of that. But again, texting and driving, very bad. Don't do it. Alright, hands down. You've seen the videos. You've seen the consequences. It's just a matter of time before it comes to bite you if you continue to do this yourself. Texting and driving versus drinking and driving? Okay. Way worse. Texting and driving? Something that's quickly becoming way more worse than drinking and driving. I appreciate you all taking your time out of your evening listening to me on what I have to say about texting and driving, and help me out with my public speaking course. You have a good evening.